Hello, lovelies, and welcome to the dollhouse, or welcome back if you've been here before. I am Kira, your yarn host, and I am a little bit ill today, but I figured I got this done, so I might as well get on here and tell you guys about it. Plus, I got another box. I remembered where this box came from. I am terrible at not remembering what I ordered. But I know if I ordered it by the name on the box. So I know I ordered this, and then I sat down and looked through things, and I remembered. But we'll get to that in a minute. First, I wanted to tell you, my last video I did showed you that I, too, jumped on the train of Red Heart all-in-one Granny Square yarn. This is the color of... they're hyphenated colors. First, it tells you what the border of the square is going to be, which is silly because there's a picture of them right on here. But this is black border and in the colorway of Moody Cherry, as is my hat. This is Fiber Spider's Divine hat, and I think it's rather spiffy. I don't have the patience right now, being sick, to try to Granny Square. So I made a hat. And since the hat turned out so well, I said, hey, what's it look like worked up in zigzags? So this is what Moody Cherry Granny Squares looks like in zigzags. And in case you wanted to know what it looks like in a larger piece, which is the top and which is the bottom, this is the top. I made an asymmetrical shawl, also known as a Vagabond Scarf, so you can wear it as a scarf and a shawl. You can flip it over and wear it as one of those triangle front shawl things. I don't know what the deal is with those, but some people like to wear their shawls like this. I prefer mine as an actual shawl. But this also is Moody Cherry, and it's worked up not in Granny Squares. Too many people see information on a label and think that those are rules. And yarn has no rules, except they're supposed to have 3 or less manufacturer knots per skein, per standard skein. But I mean, sure, every label, almost every label, most labels that you get with yarn tell you all the information you're going to need. This tells you the size for the needle suggestions, the washing suggestions. That's right. They're suggestions. They're not requirements. And just because this Red Heart yarn came with the instructions on how to make their specific Granny Square does not mean I have to use it to make Granny Squares. They're suggestions. That's all. You know what a pattern is? A pattern is instructions. It's not rules. It's instructions. You can make anything you want. You can change patterns. You can leave parts out. You can change parts around. You can change stitches. Now that might alter what your end product looks like from the picture on the pattern. But that's okay. You can give 12 crocheters the exact same pattern, the exact same hook, and the exact same yarn, and you can get 12 different sweaters. Because they're all going to do it different. I think that is the error in the Red Heart all-in-one granny square. Because everybody crochets different. Even though it has the instructions on how to create their specific granny square, and it tells you what size hook they used, they can't control every aspect of crochet. You're going to have your own tension. You're going to have your own speed. You're going to have your own way of making the stitch. Not everybody crochets the same. If we all did, it would be boring. It would be easy, but it would be boring. So, I still have the rest of this to work up. I think this is neat looking, and I am going to make this into a scarf that you can use as a hoodie. A hood scarf. A scooty? There's a word for that. I'm going to have to look that up. But I rather like, if you look, there's no color planning at all in this. This was made from point. It was made from point to flat. So this was actually my very last row. Working this way. There's no color planning at all. But if you notice, there's some rather spiffy pooling. I like the bumblebee pool here. I think that came out pretty neat. Also, this side is mostly just red. But all in all, this is the first time I made an asymmetrical shawl. This is also the first time I have made a shawl that has its own built-in border. I did not put this border on afterwards. This border is how this works up. This is Fiber Spider's Vagabond Scarf. I think he called it a Vagabond Scarf. I like wearing it as a shawl. Anyway, hey, so let's get into this yarn delivery, huh? I don't remember why I was looking on there. I ended up, I got an email about some kind of sales going on Klarna. So I hopped on there, and I had never heard of Blick before. Blick Art Materials. B-L-I-C-K. Never heard of them. But I don't do much art except for the yarn thing. They had a 50% off sale. I mean, not everything was 50% off. But what I could get for 50% off that I could use, I did. Because one can never have enough Mandala Ombre. This is Mandala Ombre in the color Cheap. From Lion Brands. I never have myself set up to read you specs. This is 150 grams, 344 yards, or 315 meters, 100% acrylic. And I'm actually in the process of making... Get it unwound. I am in the process of making a very large granny square blanket for my nurse, because she likes purple and she doesn't like hats. So I'm making her a blanket. So I needed more of the Mandala Ombre. So I got 50% off. My limit was 2. I got 2. Plus, I had $10 off from Klarna. So, I mean, I got this box for stupid cheap. Also, I am in the process of making things for one of my friends in England. This is going to be my first yarny piece going overseas. I'm so excited. But I had a problem with Premiere. I had ordered enough skeins to make a hat and a scarf and make sure I had some left over. But my second sleeve of skeins like this had crunchy bugs in it. So it was sealed. Nothing was moving, but there was bugs in it. And I wrote a letter to Premiere and I said, I don't know how to say this. There's bugs in my yarn. So they promptly not only refunded me for the 3 that had bugs in it, but they refunded me for all of the skeins that I bought in this particular shade. This is Glowworm from Premiere. This is one of their Vivid Sweet Rolls. 174 yards, 160 meters, 100 grams. That is going to be going to England. And they had some Karen 1 pounds. 50% off. Which, a Karen 1 pound for $5? Yeah, I'm there. I'm there. These are all going to have the same specs on them, but I will let you know if anything changes. Everything looks... I kind of live on a size 4 yarn. I'm trying to work more with 3s and 2s, but size 4 is my comfort area. Karen 1 pounds. This is in the color Dove, which I thought would be a very pale gray, and it happens to be a very pale tan. But I got colors that'll go with, that's fine. Karen 1 pound weighs 16 ounces. Ergo, Karen 1 pound. It is 812 yards per skein. This is the color Dove. And this is the color Grass Green. And this is... See, now this is called... Maybe... This is called Lace. I thought lace would be lighter than this, but this is like an aged yellowed linen kind of color. That one's kind of weird. I don't know about that one. This is why I should never order colors that I don't know what they are. This one we did pretty good on. This is soft gray, which it's soft gray. And this one is, this is Fig, which is a very, 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 very pale lavender. Is a very, very pale, mute, kind of a darkish lavender, if that makes any sense. It's like the dusty rose of lavender colors. See, that makes sense. But, you know, $5 for 800 yards of yarn, and it's Karen quality. Yeah, I'm there. So, like I said, just doing a quick little thing. I'm also trying to find crochet hooks that now I have learned on the basic find them everywhere, cheap as can be, metal sticks. And now that I'm getting older, the hands start to hurt a little more after playing with the little metal sticks. So I have found stay with the art really nicely. This is a 5mm. This is an Addy hook, but I can't remember what it's called because it doesn't say anything. But this is an ergonomic Addy hook. And I'm actually kind of happy with these. I think the neck could be longer. I know a lot of people, you know, choke up on their yarn and just use it a little bit, but I like a little bit more of a neck on mine. But the handle is awesome. And doesn't make my hand all crampy. It doesn't fit very well in any of my little zippy things for my crochet hooks, though. I'm going to have to figure out where to put them. That's all I got for you. It wasn't long, but, you know, just letting you know that if you're getting frustrated like everyone else is sitting down with the granny square yarn, you don't have to make granny squares. Really, seriously, look at this hat. Look how pretty that is. Look how pretty that is. I will put links to both of these patterns down in the description. What else should I try to make out of this? Leave me a comment. What do you want me to say? What the English? Kira, do you speak it? What would you like to see me make that's not a granny square out of granny square yarn? Leave me a comment. Let me know. Giveaway drawing on the 10th. Make sure you go to the correct video. I have in the comment of my last video, in the comments, I told you I feel good, brain no work. Not directions. Description. The last video I did about the 24/7 and the yarn haul, I put the correct video to comment on to enter the contest. The drawing is on the 10th, and I have 4 comments on the right video. So, you might want to find that and leave a comment as instructed so I can at least write down more than 4 names. Okay. Next time will be more educational, I promise. But tired. Sick. Made stuff, though. Accomplished. Until next time, be good. Be good to yourself. Sprinkle kindness like seeds. It's free. Bye, lovelies.